Hey, what is up everybody? Welcome to the Average Joe Dividends YouTube channel. If you've been following this journey, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe so that you do not miss future videos. Also, please click the like button to help grow this channel and get the word out on dividend growth investing. Getting paid just for owning stocks. This is what dividend growth investing is all about. This is my weekly buy video, and my current strategy is to deposit $100 my own money per week and let the portfolio do the heavy lifting for me going forward. All dividends received will be reinvested back into that stock from which it was received. My goal is to put this money to work for me in the long term to build a growing and reliable income stream. I am a long-term buy and hold investor who focuses primarily on individual blue chip stocks as well as ETFs and CEFs. What we're looking at right now is my taxable M1 stock brokerage account. So we can see the all-time performance of this portfolio has been pretty good. We'll go out to the 1 year performance of 5.4%. The S&P, or the total stock market, is still off of about 6% of all-time highs. So we'll see when we get back to there. Even though we're not there yet, this portfolio is at an all-time high at over $215,000. We'll look at the year to date. We're up 7.63%. And over the last quarter, up 2.3%. Over the last month, we've had a really good last month, up 5%. We'll look at the last week. Pretty flat over the last week. And we'll look at just today. We're not done trading. It's in right now, it's 9 o'clock in the morning Central Time. And we're just up a little bit, 0.28%. So what I'll do next here is I'll jump into the activity log because I want to show you where I put that $100. And it looks like there's also some dividend drips as well. Over the weekend, I got dividends from Amgen and Yum. So those will be reinvested back into the portfolio and dripped right back into those stocks. So what I did was I picked 10 positions and I put $10 a piece into those, and we'll just go through those really quickly. First up was Procter & Gamble, and then Caterpillar, American Tower, Digital Realty, T. Rowe, Cisco, Merck, Starbucks, and here's Amgen with that dividend drip. That's going to go back into Amgen. And then McDonald's, $10 went there. And Yum, this is also another dividend drip. That $6.70 is going right back into Yum Brands. And the last I selected was Verizon at $10. And Verizon really has had a nice recovery there. For a while, it was way down in the dumps, but it has nicely recovered. If you're curious to see what's in my portfolio, I'll leave a link below to the pies. I've got 3 different slices, but within them I've got over 60 positions. I'm going to jump over to a Google Doc spreadsheet, and this is where I track all of my positions here. And I've got them color coded, and that's because the lighter green, that's the first month of the quarter, the middle green is the second month of the quarter, and the dark green, we're in the last month of the quarter, so I've got that highlighted in the darker green. You can see here everything is arranged by the pay date. You can see here I've got company, ticker symbol, the share price, and share price is just it's just using a simple Google Finance function to pull that price. The number of shares, I have an M1 data tab below. We're going to utilize that in just a second to update this sheet with those buys as well as the dividend drips. And here's the current market value. Here's my cost basis. You can see with Apple, I'm way up on that. You can see like on Kroger in the red, I'm slightly down in some of these. But overall, though, I am definitely up. You can see the percent gain or loss in each position. You can see the dividend per share. Most of these are quarterly. SCHD here, this is purple because it's variable. And SCHD just announced I think their highest dividend ever at 74.2 cents. So I'm expecting a very large dividend tomorrow. I'm going to be getting paid over $800. So I'm not going to count that because I haven't received it yet. But that's going to be a nice one to wake up in the morning and just have $800 plus in my account just for holding on to SCHD and not selling it. But we can see here, it also shows the yield, the yield on cost, the pay date. I arrange it by the pay date because I want to see what I'm getting paid and when. You can see so far my dividends that have rolled in so far, $87.07 for the month. We've got way more to go, and we've got a heavy hitter coming tomorrow, so it's really going to boost those dividends. You can see like a company here that's in blue, Realty Income, that is a monthly pair, as well as BST. BST is another one of my heavy hitters. I just did a video on this. I'm getting over $800 per month with BST. $446 of it is here. I've got an IRA with more BST, so it's well over $800 a month that I'm getting paid by BST. And what I'm doing is I'm just rolling those dividends back into BST, and those dividends are just snowballing. So you can see here also the dividends that were paid here. I already went over that, but the total dividends that have been paid to me by each position. You can see also I track the dividend increases because I'm invested in things that, or stocks that increase their dividend like clockwork year over year. Some of them though don't do it quite consistently. Like Black Hills was consistent for a while, but their last dividend was flat. They did not do an increase, but I'm going to hold on to them. I think they're a good company. I think they will do a dividend increase in the future though, and they'll make up for this because they've been struggling a little bit. You can see I'm down just slightly with Black Hills. So some of my positions have variable dividends where like SCHD, and some of them do not raise their dividends year over year, but the vast majority of my positions though do, and they've done it for decades, like a McDonald's, a Procter & Gamble, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Home Depot, etc. And I also put the month too of when they're likely to announce that dividend increase. And what this sheet also shows, as you can see, it's going to match up pretty closely with what is on M1. Of course, this is on a little bit of a delay. M1's probably a little bit more recent as far as pulling the data of the stock prices. You can see my cost basis here and my gain or loss in the portfolio. You can see my current yield percentage. This is an average, and my yield on cost, which you can see is more. And I also track the cash flow out of this. You can see monthly, currently it's at $905.26, so I broke the $900 mark this year thanks to SCHD's dividend increase. You can see the quarterly at $27.15.78 and annual over $10,000 in dividends, which is just excellent. This is just going to keep going up as I buy more shares and as these investments increase their dividends, and as I drip those dividends back into those investments. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to update this sheet, because this sheet does not have the new number of shares for the positions where I bought more fractional shares with the, remember, the $100 as well as the two dividend drips. So I'm going to go grab some data over here back at M1. I'm going to go to the holdings tab here. I'm going to start the name column, and I'm going to grab all this data here. You can see everything is arranged by my largest position, which is SCHD. And you can see BST, then AbbVie, etc. Grabbed all that data. I'm going to copy it. And then I'm going to go back to my Google Docs spreadsheet and go to the M1 data tab. And what it's going to do is it's going to pull the number of shares and cost basis. And I'll show you how it does that real quick. And it's also going to update this too. The 905.26 is going to change And quarterly and annual, that's going to raise as well. And we're going to go update that on the monthly average dividend tracking sheet. So I'm going to go paste that in there real quick. I'm just going to do that update, paste special. We're going to do values only. And what it's going to do is it's going to pull the shares and the cost basis for everything. And looks like that's updated. And so we are up to now a new monthly cash flow average of 905.58. I'm going to go update that. Of course, the quarterly and annual also went up as well. And on this tab right here, what I do is I started doing this last December, and I wanted to show, the effect of like dividend raises, or when I make deposits and buy more shares of stock, I wanted to show that effect kind of in a ledger form. You can see with SCHD, this is last December, with their dividend increase up to 70 cents, what that did to my monthly income. Of course, SCHD, though, in March historically has announced a lower dividend, and I also track that as well. I'll just show you that too. So I showed the good with the bad here too. So you can see SCHD, it was at 70 cents, then it went down. They went back down 59 cents. But overall, SCHD, when you take all of the dividends from each quarter, add them up, historically, they've had an annual increase. So just know if you purchase SCHD or you're new to it, just expect a lower dividend in March, and then larger dividends, especially in December. So let's scroll to the bottom here. You can see how this is going up mostly. Things like the SCHD, the March dividend that was lower, and things like I used to own Jeppy, and Jeppy was lowering their dividend for many months, and that was lowering my average monthly income in this portfolio, and I believe it was 905.58, right? Yep, 905.58. So we'll see what the effect was for my $100, as well as Yum and Amgen dividend drip. So it's really modest because it's only a $100 deposit, but it's going to increase my monthly income going forward by an additional 32 cents every month. Of course, over time, this compounds as the dividends are increased for all these investments, the 10 companies I selected, as well as Yum and Amgen, who have been really good about increasing their dividends annually. So let's take a look at the next tab here. I'm going to show you, this is my Dividend Tracker tab, and I've been doing these videos and tracking this portfolio really closely since January of 2021. You can see the portfolio value here was only at $18,000, and I was doing pretty modest deposits here. I really kicked it up right here in August of 2022. And the reason was I had equity in a home I no longer own. I had cash pretty much sitting on the sidelines, so I decided to put in $10,000 per week, kind of dollar cost average, into this portfolio, and I did that until November. You can see then I kind of pulled it back for my deposits, and I'm just letting the portfolio do the heavy lifting for me going forward. You can see the dividends paid in each month here, and also I'm tracking the quarter. You can see the quarter-on-quarter increase and the dollar amount increase. We can see the annual dividends 2021. You see 2022. Let's just take a look at the annual dividends so far received in 2023. We're not even close to being done. There we go. It helped to select the right column there. So actually the dividends I received so far for 2023, over $8,500, and that's probably going to get close to $10,000 when I finish it up. You can see here the average monthly dividend just keeps ticking up and up, and the only exceptions were Jeppy here in February, and then SCHD lowering their dividend in 2023. So I expect in 2024 it's probably the same thing's going to happen again, where SCHD lowers it, But let's just take a look though with the SCHD dividend increase as well as everything else, including today. I've increased my monthly income from this portfolio just in December by $39.70 for a month-over-month increase of 4.59%. You can see the annual dividend, how much it's gone up just from November alone. And then we can see the annual increase there. I'm going to update this. I put the $100 in there. So far for December, I'm in $200. But as you can see, though, with these dividends I'm receiving, the dividends are actually outpacing me for my contributions. And I'm okay with that because right now I'm trying to build up a large cash position because I'm going to be deploying a lot of money for a down payment on a home I'm having built. And that doesn't mean I'm going to stop investing. I'm going to keep investing into this portfolio. I also invest in my 401k as well. But I want to pay off this home as quickly as possible, hopefully in like the next 2-3 years, because I'd like to get rid of that mortgage expense. But I'll keep you guys posted on that. I do other videos like my monthly recap video of all my dividends, as well as a less popular video, which is my budgeting, where I'll show you what average Joe spends in a month. And I think it's really important to track what you're spending, whether you write it down in a notebook or you just track it in Excel or you use a budgeting software. Just knowing where your money is going is really important, I think. But that's pretty much what I wanted to show you guys, what I bought. And I'll go back to that really quick to the activity log. Of course, what I'm buying is not investment in, but this is what I think is on sale or at least worth investing in. Procter & Gamble, Caterpillar, American Tower, Digital Realty, T. Rowe, Cisco, Merck, Starbucks, that's a dividend drip, McDonald's, and Verizon. Yum's also a dividend drip as well. Thanks everyone for sticking to the end of this video. If you got value from this video, please click the like button. Also subscribe so that you do not miss future videos. Let me know in the comments below what you are buying this week and what you think about my purchases. Everyone take care and have a great week.